Oh, this spring
We
attack
need your
is
cart to help barricade the city, Grishka. The name will compensate for any damage. We need your... So many have answered the call. Zamarak and the Desert Wind Adepts. I knew nothing good would come of Abner Tarn's efforts to make peace with the usurper queen. Now she turns her attention to Riverhold. We must protect the city, no matter what Euraxia throws at us. So many have answered the call. Zamarak and the Desert Wind Adepts, the people of Riverhold. Even that strange Cadwell. And now you, Fiveclaw. Excellent! I have things that need to be done, but not enough hands to do them. If you are willing... The outlying farms are vulnerable to attack. We need to get the farmers inside the walls before Euraxia's forces arrive. Go to Greenleaf Farm and convince Zazie to move her family. After that, I will send word as to what I need you to do next.
Wait, Walker. Zamarak will accompany you. This one would go with you to the Greenleaf Farm. The farmers there were kind when Zamarak passed that way on his return. He would help you convince them to find safety inside the town. This one would go with you to the Greenleaf Farm. The farmers there were kind when Zamarak passed that way on his return. He would help you convince them to find safety inside the town. This one would... Exile. Circumstances forced Zamarak to leave the land he loves. This one never imagined returning to elsewhere. But here he is. Zamarak will help, though he prefers to utilize his healing skills over his martial abilities. Zamarak understands, but that may be easier said than done. The last time this one used his martial skills, well, things did not go well. We can discuss this more later. Now let us go help the farmers. The farm lies to the northwest of the town. The fastest way to reach the farm is through the gate in the western wall. Uraxians, here! We expected an attack from the east and south, but they've somehow encircled the town.
Get out! Who are you? The Yura? This one's son plans to join the militia. Zazi would rather keep him safe, but children never appreciate the advice of their elders, yes? A few small caves lie to the west, in the hills. We use them for storage as they stay cool and dark, even on the hottest days.
Stay back! Go away! Haven't you done enough? Zazie, is she safe? Thank Joan and Jode. Dark moons, what a disaster. The soldiers appeared and chased us out of the fields. Then they started digging. Hirsch threw a rock. They responded with an arrow. Now my mate's brother is dead. I heard one of the soldiers mention body parts. Such gruesome work. But no one is buried in our fields, at least as far as I know. Oh, Walker, I have no idea how Zazie will react to the news of Hirsch's death. Dark moons, indeed.
This one will say the words to guide Hirsch to the sands behind the stars.
Thank you, Adept. I'll go and break the sad news to Zazie. We all grieve for Hirsch, Mimiza.
This one's brother now walks the endless sands behind the stars. Zazie's sorrow is only eclipsed by the hatred she feels towards the Araxians. This one's brother would want us to stay here and defend our farm. Zazie would be a poor sister and a poorer matriarch of this family if she tucked her tail between her legs and slunk away. But... damn you, Walker! We can't even spare a moment to take care of Hirsch's remains? No. The living are more important than the dead. We will go into the city. However, if this one gets killed anyway, she promises to haunt you.
Ah, Five Claw. Good. I have another task for you. I hoped to catch you before you were done here. I need you to head west. Nalado's scouts identified a number of Euraxian supply camps set up near the mountains. I want you to help Nalado and her soldiers disrupt the Euraxian supply lines. These western camps support the soldiers that encircle the city. Find the camps, startle their horses, and set fire to their wagons. Nalado's soldiers will grab whatever supplies they can, but your goal is to inflict mayhem and destruction. Once you scare off the horses and set fire to the wagons, that will be the signal for Nalado's soldiers to grab the supplies. And if any of the Euraxians complain, feel free to deal with them however you see fit. Zumog Fum! He wants to resurrect the betrayer from the ancient tales of Kunzari. Ever since Abner Tharn made the Moonsingers recall those legends, we have been haunted by them. But that is the next problem. First, we must protect Riverhold. Do some damage, Five Claw.
What you can. Quickly, take as much as you can carry. Well done, Five Claw. Let's talk over there. If those dung... Cadwell was adamant about help. If those dungheads had proper tails, what we did to their supply camps would put a kink in them. One more small task, Five Claw, if you are willing. This one would have you help the strange one named Cadwell. Cadwell was adamant about helping our cause. He's been tinkering with bits and scraps, claims he's made traps to slow down the Iraxians. If you would, help the strange one set his traps where the Iraxians are sure to spring them. Cadwell works along the main road that heads south out of Riverhold. Make sure he doesn't blow himself to bits, yes? Now, Nalado must return to the city before the Iraxians arrive in force. This one wants to be there when the battle truly begins.
So good to see you again. I missed you terribly. Now, mind where you step. I had no idea I could make such delightful murder toys. You don't want to stick a toe into any of them, though. Threw my little piggy right off. I can play a lute. Magnificent swordplay, my speciality. Can even make a delicious Daedra heart flambe. But these doodads that go kaboom just popped into my head while thinking about how to help the catfolk. I quite like the catfolk. Wouldn't that be remarkable? Decide you need to know something, and it just occurs to you in a flash of inspiration. Chocolate souffle. No, it didn't work. More likely, it's something I knew before they chopped my head off and scrambled my memories. Took it right off the old body, yes. Not that I recall details. Probably better that way. Anywho, you can help me arm the last few traps along the road. Just twiddle the spring and tweak the fiddly bit carefully. Watch, I'll show you. To arm a trap, just twiddle this bit like so, and... oh dear. I'm fine. I twiddled when I should have tweaked, just a wee bit scorched, that's all. Oh my, it's happening again. Well, that's an evil-looking orc, a necromancer, I do believe. I recognize that tree. They're on their way to Riverhold. That's not good at all. I have enough trouble seeing through my own eyes, let alone someone else's. I hope this doesn't become a regular occurrence. The betrayer's head. I'm not sure why we're connected or why it insists on showing me the most disturbing images. I saw an orc necromancer, dreadful chap. He's coming to Riverhold and he's bringing his nasty undead chums with him. Rubbish and poppycock. That makes no sense. What's the... Wait. I remember something. The betrayer. Those loon priests called me that. Right before they... Well, we need to warn the cat people. The necromancer is coming and he's bringing undead.
For Queen Euraxia!
Riverhold. Hurry along and warn... Hurry along and warn...
Over here, Five Claw. Let us talk.
They're definitely on the way.
Over here, Five Claw. Let us talk.
They're definitely on the way.
We must get inside and prepare to defend the town. Euraxia's forces are underway. More undead. Just like at the Defense Force outpost. Regular troops are bad enough, but shambling corpses. They unsettle even the most seasoned Khajiiti warrior. We need to warn Gareshri. Almost. I wish we had another day and another pride of warriors, but our claws are sharp. Finish your business, then tell me when you are ready. We will enter the town, clear the streets, and set the final defenses before we report to Gareshri.
Report, Camilla.
Speaker, we have news.
The usurper Queen dares send undead against us? Five Claw, find Captain Nalido and warn her.
Strike hard! Drive back the Euraxians! Five Claw, did the speaker send orders?
Riverhold belongs to Queen Euraxia, cats!
Grave-robbing cur!
Every death is just a new recruit for Euraxia's army!
This one hates killing the same fools again and again! This one must warn the others.
The necromancer's spell will animate every corpse in town, but this one has an idea. Meet Zamarak at the temple, and maybe we can disrupt the spell. They spilled blood. Riverhole's blessed moon pillars. They can cleanse the necromantic curse. Zamarak and the prayer are one. Come, let us find the blessed pillar of the spring moon. Deal with the undead while Zamarak recites the prayer. Vakri Dashin. Sanctified the ground. Let us proceed to the summer moon. Deal with the undead while this one activates the pillar of the summer moon. Bokri Jashin. Pillar of the Winter Moon, near Kahajab Hall.
Working. The dead are dead again.
Wait. Something is coming.
We can't fight dragons! This one!
Such pathetic creatures. Flee before Call granted, you insignificant morsels!
No. Riverhold belongs to the Khajiit.
Kamira, consider your next words very carefully.
Now I'll speak the words my people need to hear. We are Khajiit. We are the children of Alkosh. Stand with me, people of Anequina, for I am Kamira, daughter of King Hemakar.
Insects.
I am your queen. Now, Five Claw, use the ballista and drive the dragon to the ground.
Can anyone help me?
We have shown that the Khajiit will not run, not even from a dragon!
All hail Kamira, daughter of King Henakar and Queen Numara!
Soon, Rimmen and all of Anequina will once again belong to us. The reign of the usurper queen nears its end. On this, I give you my word as Anequina, the daughter of King Hemakar, and the true queen of Rimmen.
We have plans to make. War Council, with me.
The speaker is correct. There's still work to do. Let's convene in Kahajab Hall. You killed a dragon. Impressive, but don't let it go to your head. It was just one, and not even that large of a specimen. Plus, of course, no one will remember your feat. They're all going to be talking about the return of their queen. I had every faith in your ability to handle the situation. There was no need to intervene and tarnish your moment of glory. Besides, my considerable strategic skills serve the Khajiiti cause better than my battle magic. I leave the mayhem to you. Honestly, I had no idea. Kamira's rousing words were all well and good, but it will take more than inspiring speeches and old siege weapons to take down my half-sister. Based on recent events, only one course of action makes sense. We must strike at Rimmen and remove my half-sister from the throne before she rallies her forces. First, however, take this. Compensation for stopping the undead and killing a dragon. My half-sister continues to be an embarrassment to our family name. The time has come to deal with Euraxia. Permanently. Half-sister. And yes, if it comes to that. Euraxia conquered Rimmen without authorization. She oppressed the Khajiit, unleashed hordes of undead, and made a deal with the dragons. If we don't depose her, I hate to imagine what she'll do next. Who said anything about a direct assault? Subterfuge is called for. I suggest a small group, Slip into the palace, locate Euraxia, and remove her from the throne by any means necessary. Talk to Garesh Ree. He knows someone who can get us inside.
Now that I have revealed my true heritage, we need to act quickly, Lord Speaker.
I agree with the princess.
Like most of Abnur-Tharn's plans, it is both brilliant and daring. If it has any chance to succeed, however, we need a way to get a small force into the palace without being seen. Luckily, I may have an answer.
You had a way to get us into the palace, Lord Speaker?
I do. 5 Claw, let us speak. The former custodian of the palace, he knew the place like the back of his paw. Remarkably, he survived Euraxia's conquest and the purge of the royal family. Find him, and he should be able to provide us with an unseen path into the palace. Aneshi. He served as Castellan for Rimmon Palace under King Hamekar. You can find Aneshi southeast of here, where he now cares for a shrine to the ancient hero Kunzari. Learn what he knows. Then meet the rest of the strike force in Rimmon.
Aren't you off in a hurry?
I decided to join you. Aneshi deserves to hear that I still live in my own...
Old Aneshi doesn't get many visitors, friend. Few find much comfort in the ancient tales of Kunzari during these trying times. Wait. Aneshi recognizes your friend. She is grown now, more serious, but this one knows Princess Kamira by Jode. Aneshi's beloved wife, Zaima, worked with the militia for a time after we avoided Euraxia's purge of the palace. Passed along information until the Euraxians caught her. They killed her in the palace courtyard. If Aneshi can help, he will do so. Then you need to enter the palace crypts. A forgotten passage in the crypts leads to the royal kitchens. Aneshi will write down directions to where he hid his master key. The key opens a door in the sewer under the palace that leads to the crypts. Jode above. Old Aneshi can hardly believe his eyes. Princess Kamira.
It is truly me, Castellan. But I am Queen Kamira now. We will throw the usurper from my father's throne.
We stayed close to the castle. Zaima, my brave and beloved wife, she passed information to the militia until the vile Euraxians got her. After that, Aneshi came here to restore this ancient shrine. This one will help you as best he can, my queen.
I will visit with Aneshi, Five Claw. Recover the master key and meet me in Riemann. Five Claw, over here. Arn wants to speak to you.
I may not have figured out Chimera's true identity, but things have been hectic since I met her. Zamorak, though, he was easier to surmise. I recognized the bearing of the King's Claw the moment I saw him. Did you find us a way into the palace? The crypts. So that means another delightful trek through the sewers. The overwhelming stench of excrement still lingers from our last visit. Ah well. I have another task for you to deal with first, however. The siege weapons aim down into the city. We need to disable them before Euraxia realizes she's under attack, or she'll destroy Rimmon just to spite us. Meet Nalado and destroy 2 of the installations. Chimera will take care of the 3rd. Just thinking out loud, a habit I acquired during my time in the archives at White Gold Tower. Zamorak once served as a royal protector. From his bearing and the way he hovers near Chimera, he had to be one of the King's Claws. It's quite obvious. Captain Nalado's waiting for you near the siege weapons. Work with her to put them out of commission. Once we see the weapons go up in flames, we'll head out and rendezvous with you at the sewer entrance. I'm counting on it. After you and Nalado destroy the first 2 platforms and Chimera deals with the 3rd, Euraxia will order her troops into the streets to defend the city. That will mean fewer soldiers inside the palace to hamper our assault. Zamorak, Cadwell, and I will make our way to the sewers and deal with any Euraxians stationed there. Can't have them raise an alarm and alert my half-sister to our true intentions. Are you insinuating that my contributions are lacking? I thought you might be remarking on how spellcasting seems to leave me drained. Or perhaps you were implying that this was my fault for accidentally releasing the dragons from the halls of Colossus. No matter. Do your job, and I'll do mine.
This one feels the weight of responsibility. It bears down like a boot upon my tail. Zamarak says many things. This one's words jump out of their own accord like fish leaping from a stream. Pay them no mind. We have much to do, Walker. Now is not the time to dredge up events that happened long ago. You asked Zamarak about his exile and why he returned. This one supposes he needs to tell someone, so it might as well be you, Walker. Zamarak was once more than just a humble adept. He was plucked from his studies and forged into a king's claw. Zamarak set aside his studies to protect the king and the royal family. But Zamarak failed. In the end, this one could save only Kamira. After that, I exiled myself and dedicated my life to peaceful contemplation. Zamarak dreamed that elsewhere was in danger, that Joan and Jode wanted me to return, to face my failure and help Kamira take back her throne. That is what Zamarak thinks. That is what Zamarak will do. But do not tell Kamira. Not yet.
Care to bargain? The Dragon King of Cats has come to lead us.
I've lost hope.
Five Claw, good, good. We have work to do. Are you ready to disable the siege weapons and wreak some more havoc? The soldier guarding the gate to the south weapons platform appears bored. This one plans to give her something to get excited about. When she leaves her post, slip through the gate and set fire to the siege weapons. Be quick, Five Claw. At the gate, yes. This one observed a few more soldiers on the platform, but not many. The usurper queen feels secure in Rimmon. We're about to change that. After this one deals with the soldier, I will move on to the north platform. Meet me there.
Watch as Namado becomes a sleek Uraxian soldier. Oh, how do they see with this thing on? Garashi has been spotted in the market. Hurry!
Finally, some action!
Nalado will deal with the soldier. Ugh, this one can't wait to get out of this donkey armor. The south platform is under attack.
Stupid cats! Wait, I better warn my lieutenant first.
Go, destroy the siege weapons. Nalado will clean up this mess.
She did it! Now let's meet the others at the sewer entrance.
Here come the others now.
There are too many of us. We need to split up.
A queen should not rush into danger. It is unseemly. This one should be at her side to keep her safe. Nalado will follow orders, though. We must make our way through the crypts and into the palace before Chimera gets into too much trouble, yes? Chimera is queen now, so this one must do as she says. There are dangers ahead, regardless of whether we stick together or not. But we have a better chance of reaching the usurper queen if we approach from multiple directions. Yes, and if anything happens to our new queen, this one will have Tharn's head on a platter. We waste too much time, Five Claw. Are you ready to enter the sewers and find the door to the crypts?
I'll scout ahead! Tally-ho!
Everyone, unsheathe your claws.
There is the door to the crypts. Let us see if the master key still works.
Nalado will guard the rear. You go ahead and find a way into the palace.
This one hasn't visited these crypts in a long, long time. When Zamorak served... Wait. This is the royal crypt, but it has been disturbed. They took his body. They desecrated the king's grave. And from the looks of it, the queen's and Kamira's siblings as well. Zamorak has no clue. This royal crypt was prepared when King Hemakar ascended to the throne and married Queen Numara. Why inter the bodies and then dig them up 6 years later? Dark moons. This one hopes that is not the case. To even think such a thing makes Zamorak's fur stand on end. We should hurry and find Kamira. Find the queen. We need to find a way into the palace, and quickly.
Euraxia not only murdered our king and queen, she desecrated their graves! She's a monster!
That's far enough. Queen Euraxia doesn't want to be disturbed.
The Chapel of the Guiding Moons is just ahead. It's the necromancer, Zumag Foom.
Queen
They
Euraxia will
locked
be
us in.
delighted to hear that we have guests.
Oh, look, more cats. I do adore flaying and then roasting the nasty creatures.
If you'll excuse us, we have another member of your party to deal with.
I'm of two minds. I want to watch your cadavers tear these cheeky mudcrabs apart, but I also want to deal with my inferior duplicate. What to do, what to do.
Leave the door to Zamarak. This one will make an exit.
More undead!
Go! Zamarak will guard your backs.
Go left while this one goes right. We will meet in the royal chambers.
Help! They're going to destroy me! Destroy you? No.
We will
this is
transfer your
correcting
duplicate's
the
animus
mistakes
into
of
you,
nature.
head. But our time with Queen Euraxia has reached its end. Come along.
Try smashing these glass baubles! that wasn't pleasant. You go on. I'll be along in a snap. Can you believe the audacity? Trying to absorb my essence? Really? I'm not quite sure of the particulars. You'd be surprised how little of the necromantic arts I managed to pick up, even after all that time in Cold Harbor. Anyway, I think that vile head wanted, well, me, I suppose. From what I've heard, she really is a terrible ruler. And did you know she's Abner's sister? Family, am I right? The necromancer told the head that it was time to make a deal with a more powerful master, whatever that means. I'm feeling a bit deflated, really. Probably wouldn't be worth a dented soup spoon in a fight right now. Need a bit of a lie down. Maybe two. You go ahead. The royal chambers are right up the stairs. I'll join you as soon as I can.
There. Make haste. Euraxia is in the palace courtyard with Mulan near. Be cautious. We need to know what Euraxia and the dragon are planning before we attack.
To the southwest. Zumab Boom has the key. Now, about my request.
The necromancers have already agreed to serve Calgrontid. You no longer interest us, Euraxia Tharn.
How dare you! We had a deal! What's this now? My incompetent half-brother and... Aha! The lost princess returns. Nalago! Here. Your parents have missed you so, princess. Mother! No! I never liked you, Abner. Now do me a favor and just die!
I'll take down that shield. You deal with the undead. The shield is down.
I'll destroy you all! The runes of oblivion shield me! Essence of oblivion, heed my call!
Nalado later. I need to see the throne.
Once this all began, I knew Euraxia would need to be dealt with. But sending Chimera's murdered parents against us, death was too easy an end for my half-sister. I'm concerned that the dragons continue to work with the necromancers, though. Half-sister. And do I really seem like the sentimental type to you? Euraxia may be gone, but Mulamnir mentioned his leader, Calgruntid. He said the necromancers were helping them, and Euraxia said something about a moon gate to the southwest. Perhaps. The next queen of Anequina said there's no time to mourn the dead, but I worry what happened here could affect her judgment. Let's get to the throne room and try to figure out why the dragons need necromancers and a moon gate.
We will deal with the fallen later. I fear more pressing matters must concern us now. May the dark take Euraxia! She sent my own parents against us, and killed the brave and honorable Nalado! But we have no time to mourn. We must determine what the dragons seek at the ancient moon gate. Do not presume to tell me how I should feel. I am the queen now, and I do not have the luxury or the time to grieve. Fiveclaw, those were not my parents. They were animated husks, nothing more. And I will remember Nalado's sacrifice, after... After we finish saving elsewhere from the dragons. You are still with me in this, Fiveclaw. You and Abner Thorn both. We ended one threat, but two more remain. I will go on without you, but I would rather have you at my side for what is to come. The war is far from over. Even a queen needs to consult with such learned personages as Garesh Rhi and Abner Tarn every now and then. Take this in recognition of your efforts on our behalf, Fiveclaw. Then talk to Garesh Rhi. I need to think. throne. For too long, a tyrant has sat upon it. But now...
The men must recognize you as the heir of a Nequina. But the people already cheer your name.
Finally, this palace is a labyrinth. Did I miss anything?
A word, Five Claw. Amira's parents would be proud of how she has stepped forward in these dark times. Moons, I am proud of her. While Kamira gathers her thoughts, the rest of us have work to do. Tell me, what happened in the palace? You bring news both welcome and grim. But we can neither celebrate a victory nor mourn the good captain until later, I fear. We need to determine why the dragons are willing to associate with wielders of dark magic. Could they be interested in the moon gate of a Nequina? It lies in that direction. I wonder if this pertains to Euraxia's final order. A soldier mentioned it after we captured her, but she refused to elaborate. Maybe you can help Tharn find out more. Even now, Abnor Tharn searches through the documents in the royal study, seeking information concerning this final order. Despite his show of indifference, Euraxia was his half-sister. Her death is bound to affect him. I suggest that you tread warily. Worried? No. That would imply I had any feelings toward the man whatsoever. I'd say I'm more concerned that his nonchalant attitude toward his sister's death might be hiding his true emotions. I trust that he's here to help, but he's still a Tharm.
When you look at the world as lines on a map, it all seems so small and insignificant. I was trying to determine the meaning of this document, but so far the secret eludes me. I found a letter, but it's not complete. Looks like a scribe's dictation. I've been searching for more, but I haven't made much progress through the royal stacks. With your help, perhaps the search will go more quickly. It alludes to an order Euraxia was preparing to deliver shortly before our assault on the palace. It mentions a Captain S, the Cygnus Irregulars, and a favor for the dragons, but gives no indication as to who they are or what the favor might be. We did what had to be done. Think no more about it. If you hadn't ended Euraxia, I certainly would have. Now, look around and see if you can find anything pertaining to this unfinished letter. I'm sure it refers to Euraxia's final order. This study contains documents from when the Khajiit ruled Rimmon, as well as papers that cover the span of Euraxia's rule. So many papers. She was a prolific writer, I'll give her that. At least she didn't destroy her files before she died. Anything pertaining to this so-called final order. While we're looking around, let's see if we can find anything that mentions the dragons, the necromancers, or anything significant. Who knows? We might uncover something unexpectedly helpful. Control dragons? What folly. But what was that about killing the last dragon guard? Old Khajiiti legends and rumors of a last dragon guard. Intriguing. Captain Sorlinia. That must be Captain S. And the Cygnus Irregulars are Imperial troops under the command of Prefect Kalo at Sandswirl Manor. I think you found everything I need to fill in the blanks. Let's talk. The documents you uncovered allow me to make sense of this unfinished dictation. I believe I now know the contents of Euraxia's final order. Euraxia ordered Captain Sorlinia to assassinate a dragon guard in an effort to appease the dragons. Sorlinia plans to commandeer as many additional soldiers as necessary from Prefect Kalo at Sandswirl Manor and retrieve a report. Neither do I, at least not fully. The Dragon Guard were the sworn protectors of the Imperial Emperor. At least they were until they fell out of favor. Euraxia has ordered her assassins to murder what she claims to be the last Dragon Guard. Don't ask me. The Dragon Guard I knew failed to protect the potentates and were disbanded in disgrace. They claimed to have descended from legendary Akaviri dragon hunters. But that's all it was. A legend. We need to get to Sandswirl Manor. We can't take any chances. Euraxia's final order directs her assassins to murder the last Dragon Guard. If the dragons consider this threat real, we need it on our side. Meet me west of the city, on the outskirts of Sandswirl Manor. Kalo is mentioned in Garesh Ree's intelligence reports. He commands a garrison of troops in an estate seized when they conquered the region. As for Sorlinia, I've never heard of her. But an assassination squad, they're never a good thing.
Are the people of Rimmon cowards?
They're just afraid, Chimera. Remember, the dragons still darken the skies overhead.
But we need to replenish our forces. I fear there are more battles ahead.
You carry the weight of the kingdom, Chimera, but the crown is not yet yours.
Yes, yes. I must be recognized by the Main and Queen Eren. Which reminds me, has the Dominion sent us any aid?
A few advisors, some gold, but no troops. We are on our own.